All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to another live session. It's May 24th, 2022. So we're going to take a look at Forex Factory and see what the news is all about. Now, the London session is over. So we got the New York session that we are going into. So as far as the New York session is concerned, it looks like at 9:45, the US dollar is going to have a little bit of minor news throughout the day. At 2 p.m., the euro dollar is going to be under some minor news. For the New Zealand dollar is going to be under some major news for the Asia session, but we don't trade the Asia session. I don't. So since around 9 something that the USD is going to be under some little bit of a major news, we might have an advantage trading against it with NAS100. So that's what we're going to do, is do a top-down analysis on NAS100. So the very first step we're going to do is mark a market structure from the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame. So I'm going to go back as far as I can with price, and then once I get as far back as possible, I'll resume this recording. Be right back. All right, so this is as far back as price goes, so we're going to put a vertical line there. And then we're going to start marking a market structure like usual. And I love the markup market structure based off a lot of price action liquidity, because that's usually where the banks are actually putting in their buy and sell orders. So when that happens, you know that you're going to get into the best trade possible at that point. You can kind of see that in these areas. So these are the type of areas that we want to look at. So that way, when we look into the future and price action, we get an idea of when the banks are trying to strike again. All right, so that's what we want to look for. So now we're going to actually mark up all this here. And this is pretty much what I do from the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame. Because it gives me an idea of what price is doing against these zones. Then we have an idea of what it's probably going to do in the future. So now what we're going to do is move to the 30-minute time frame to do the same exact thing. So as you can see, this is where we left off. Now we need to mark up all this area down here. So we're going to put a vertical line right here. Right. So now I'm about to do that here. Right. I'm going to mark the mark structure here. Right. Same here. This is a good area, a lot of liquidity. Price was hitting this resistance at least 2 to 3 times before dropping to the next zone. So, and then dropped again. A lot of price imbalance resulted from that. So we can take note of that and know areas where, we can catch the most consistent moves with the imbalance in the market, imbalances in the imbalance in price. That's what you want. That's what we teach on our tradeology team and on our team. How to trade retail and then how to trade institutional. That's how you're going to take yourself to the next level. Let's move on to the 1 hour time frame. We marked all this up from the 1 hour time frame here. So now we're going to put a vertical line here. Red here. There we go. All right, so now we did the 1 hour. So now let's switch to the 4 hour. And this is all that we've marked up so far. So now we go all the way back to current price at the moment. And I'll just go ahead and put a zone here. Then we'll go back to current price to see what price is at and then make our adjustments. So now that we did that, we're going to go back to the 15-minute time frame. All right. So now we see how perfectly price are interacting with these zones that we drawn before. Okay. Now, this is what current price is at. This, I kind of move it over. So now we have completed the first step. So now we're going to go to step 2 and identify the trend. When we look at the RSI, when we look at the RSI here, we can see that price is trending down, current price. You can see that even on the chart here. Price took a huge downside here. Lower low, then a lower high, lower low, then another lower high. Now it looks like it's pushing down more as it goes. And so it's safe to say that current price is going down to here, okay? So I'm gonna make a note here and say this is a bearish trend line. Right? So now that we did that, then the very next step is that, of course, we want to locate order blocks, but before we even move to that, we're going to turn on a higher high and lower low risk strategy indicator. We're going to look for the most recent high and the most recent low according to the current price, which I can see it here. And then also right here, this is the most recent low here that's closest to current price. So this is where we're going to put our break and retest zones, which I call them the X factor lines. This is for the buy. This is for the sell. Right? And that's what we're going to do. So once we do that, then I'll turn this off. And now we're going to turn on an order block indicator. And we're going to look at the imbalances in the market. Let me try something here. Okay, I can put that on in a minute. So now what we're going to do is we're going to locate the imbalances in the market and set our take profit zones. So Matter of fact, let me turn on the order block finder too. Let me do that. So as we can see here, this is the most recent big move here. So this created a lot of imbalance in the market here that they're going to have to fill. This move also created imbalance in price as well. Imbalance basically just means that when the institutions and the hedge funds put in their buy or sell orders, it's going to make price jump up extremely fast when it goes into a bullish trend, or jump down extremely fast in a sell. And when that happens, like in this case, they made a lot of money off of this buy, but a lot of sell orders went unfulfilled as well and did not get, were not able to, process. So it's also leaving them in the hole as well. So all of this created a lot of balance here. Now they came back and mitigated this area for that, but they still got this to fill. So the way I trade is, I know that either they're going to break and retest this area and sell to fill this imbalance, and then come back up and fill this, or vice versa. They'll break and retest and send price flying up into an all-time high, and they go all the way down. So that's how I set my take profit lines. Now I see an order block here, which made price go down. So they might make this sell even more before it goes back up, possibly. So then once I know that, that's when I start setting my take profit zones. So let me just turn this off a little bit. So I'm going to set my take profit zones. TP1, TP2. Yeah, that'll be good. And then I want to set my take profit zones for the buy. So now what I'm going to do is just take my risk to reward tool. It's going to be for the sell. Okay. This at least way over enough for NAS. So this is going to be TP1, 830 plus pips. TP2 down here. This is going to be 1500 plus pips. That's going to be for the buy. For the sell, excuse me. Adjust these real quick. Right, so now I'm going to save my progress, and then I'm going to set my risk reward tool for the buy. So price break and retest the upper white line. This is going to be TP1. TP1 is 870 plus pips. And then what's this? I'm trying to use that. Okay. That was about probably use this as TP2 over 2,000 plus pips. And then I'm going to put my risk to reward to all the way up here. Now, that's what I'm going to do. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and set my alarms for my take profit zones. And then we're going to go on to the next step. Be right back. All right, so I went ahead and set my alarm for my take profit zones and my break and retest zones. So the very next thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn on my imbalance finder again. I got that. So now we have an idea. There's an imbalance here. And there's a couple of imbalances here. So we have an idea of what it's going to probably do. It's a question of which one they're going to fill first. So now we're going to turn on the Delorean EMA indicator. Now I use this indicator as extra confirmation on everything that I do. So typically when the yellow EMA crosses the red EMA, and especially if it's below the blue EMA, is usually a sign of a very strong trend, kind of like what you saw here, or what you kind of even see, you know, up here. We kind of even see it a little bit down here. So if the yellow EMA crosses below here again, breaks will retest this, and this is probably a good sign for a sell. But vice versa, if it breaks above here, then a good buy. There's a couple of things that I might want to make an adjustment on. Practical, put it here. Might keep it up there on this low, but I might move this down to here possibly. Maybe it's a lot closer. So let me actually do that, and then I'll adjust the time. I'll adjust it as time goes on when we get closer to the 930 bell. Put this here. That's what we're going to put there. All right. Now, that's what we have for the Delorean EMA. That's what we're going to do. And so now at this point, all we can do is sit on our hands and wait for the 930 bell to figure out exactly where price is going to go. Then we basically just take it from there. So once we get closer to the 930 bell, I'll resume this recording. It is 8:42, so we have about over 45 minutes. So stay tuned. Be right back. All right, so as we can see, it's 9:05. So the very next candle is going to determine where price is going to go. So probably when the 930 bell hits, I'm probably going to wait for the next candle to break and retest below in order to sell, or vice versa. So we have a little bit over 15 minutes before the 930 bell. We'll see what happens. Be right back. All right, so now we officially have another 15 minutes before the 930 bell. So after this candle, when the 930 bell hits, I'll probably wait for the next candle to determine where price is going to go. Probably going to push this up to here, which is probably going to be closer to the break and retest. So let me just this. So. Let's see, so 8. yeah, so then we're going to wait till 9:30 bell. We get closer to 9:30 bell. Then we're going to make a decision what we're going to do. Once it gets closer to 9:30 bell, I'm probably going to put in my stop loss and take profit for the sell, because I'm thinking that's probably where price is going to go, maybe. But we will see. Makes sense to even pull this down to here. This might even be closer still. Suggest this put this here. Yeah, now that I adjusted that, I'm gonna turn this off. And then, yeah. So we'll wait till the 9:30 bell and see what happens. Once we get closer, I'll put in my stop loss to take profit in. And whichever way I think it's gonna go, I'm thinking it's gonna sell low. And then we'll see. Be right back. All right, I am going to go ahead and put in my stop loss for the sell. Stop loss to take profit for the sell. I'm thinking it is going to sell. Do that now. 118, 77, 3. Take profit is 116, 4.4. That's what I'm going to put in for now. I'm going to take it from there. We have about a little bit under 4 minutes to 9:30 bell. Probably not going to jump in until the next candle after this one. Well, if the 9:30 bell rings and it closes below here, then I might wait for this candle to pass here. Then maybe the next candle closes below that and then jump in. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we have over 3 minutes. Be right back. Also, as a side note, another thing I'm going to do as well is just turn on the order block finder as well. See a huge order block here. It's going to go down. So we have a little bit over 1 minute. So once it gets to about 20 seconds, I'm resuming this recording and we're going to get ready. Be right back. All right, so we have about 12 seconds left. I'm about to mute everybody. And let's see what happens. $9:30 bell. Let me turn off the order block thing here, because it might be in the way. That way we can clearly see price. Looks like it might be dropping. Guys. Messing with that area. I might wait for the next candle, but we'll see. But if it starts to push down and all this other stuff, then I might go in. But we want to wait. Still playing with that area. Playing with that area. It's resisting, going back and forth. Yep, I missed it. Oh, it's pushing now. Okay, I'm gonna jump there. So let me stop sharing my main screen and share my phone screen here. See what happens. It's out of the way. We'll see what happens, guys. Once I get into huge profit, then I'll resume this recording. Be right back. Looks like I'm starting to profit now. So let me be prepared to close my first partial. See what happens here. At least 50 or more. 52. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me pause this real quick. All right, looks like we're getting closer. Let's see. It's getting close. It's getting close. All right, pause this recording again. All right. $64 profit. Bam. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the main chart here and trail my stop loss here. Looks like it's dropping, but I'm going to put a little bit more. Let me go to my modify. Yeah, I'm going to put it at 117. 87.3. Modify. All right. Now I'm going to share my phone screen again. And see how much farther the price goes. Give me a second here. All right. Still $20 in profit. $64 profit. So that's good. Got that knocked down. Now let's see how much more farther we can go. I'm going to try to ride this trend, but if it hits my stop loss, fine. But I'm going to continue to let this recording go. See how much farther, how many more we get out of this. So let's see. $35 profit, not bad. My highest goal, if I reach 40, that'll be good. Lowest, I'll probably keep it at 30. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then if it stays at $30 profit, I'll probably just close it. But if I get to a $40 profit, I'm just going to close that. That'll give me $100, but we'll see. Let me see where, let me share my, oh, it's 38. Okay. So almost close to 40 where I wanted it. Let's see, almost. Well, I should have took the 38, but $41. Did I get it? $103 profit, so I almost got 40. So I won this trade. So yeah, $103 profit. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my main screen, see what price is at. Oh, wow, price really dropped. So what I'm going to do is document this, take a picture of the screen. Man, it really drops. Oh, it is dropping again. I like it. Give me a second, let me pause this recording. All right, guys, so we did win this trade. $103 profit today between two partial trades. Of course, this is in my live account, so you guys see that. The price is dipping down again. Tempted to jump in again, but I might not. It's pushing. So my phone screen, so my main screen here. Still dropping. I don't think I'm going to jump in again. Probably done for the day. Yeah, I'll be done for the day. But yeah, guys, we won this trade. It's a very strong bullish trend here. But it's probably going to fill this imbalance all up in here. Turn on the order block indicator. Use order block here, and that's what made it drop so heavy, because the institutional order did sell. But yeah, I need my first take profit. I'll do that. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this session, and see you guys next time.